Welcome everybody, welcome. But is them active like, whoa. They're gonna be off camera. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So, welcome my people. Please remember to hit the like button. Share the live, don't keep this to yourself, as we say. Don't watch your camera being off, just for a little while. Alright? Alright. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it's a nationwide run out a press conference. But that is our energy, you know. Let me tell you the energy what we need in Jamaica right now. Welcome TikTok, welcome YouTube, Karen Wagwan. That energy are from them people are what we need from TikTok right from Jamaica right now. Yeah? Not true. That is it. That is it. Yes. Play it again. Play it again. Yes. 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 And these are the energy. Yeah. Kumbaya. Need your Father God. And when them don't know it, them need you. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Need your Father God. Marvin.
Mr. Golding, it is truly an honor that you have acknowledged what I've...
For full, Marvin got a message from Mark Golding on TikTok saying, thank you so much, Marvin, and respect to CLLR, Amar Card Brown, praying hands.
I'm doing.
This is what Marvin said.
People, you know that I am completely unbiased with my approach to my people. Everybody's been assisted, the Jamaica Labour Party people, the People's National Party people, and this is not about politics, you know. But what I'm saying here, I'm just happy for the acknowledgement, one, and two, I'm using this opportunity to send you a direct message that I'm asking you to just partner as much as you can with the Andrew Owens-led administration. The entire 63-member cabinet needs to come together now and call the situation what it is. the people who are survivors, who are on the streets with nowhere, can you please help me to have these persons be evacuated now? The president of UE has put out a statement. I don't know if it was private, but it was sent to me this morning, and it came from authentic source, that he and his team have traveled South Coast and North Coast, and what they're seeing, he is also in agreement that the first step right now is to get people basic amenities, shelter, food and stuff. We can work out whatever is after that, but they need to be evacuated. And in shelter, he spoke about persons needs to be evacuated, because no shelter is coming there right now. So every hour that goes by, every single person down there is turning into a monster. This is my opinion. This is my personal opinion, based on observation, based on what's happening and the many reported robberies that are now taking place. It's simply a matter of people are now so frustrated and they're not thinking rationally, and people are now becoming monsters just to survive. If we can get these people out, I am asking you to help me to see if we could get all the companies that do the prefab houses. These are houses that are already made, houses in boxes. Yeah, they might not be the most sturdy, but they are a great help at the present moment. We can identify a nice land. I don't know what we're going to name it. And there's a lot of lands for King Charles and these people who are literally spitting in our faces with 7.5 million euro, as if what do they think we are? These people owe us. England, if no country owes anything, England, who the country still have as head of state, they owe us everything.
Facts.
And in order to repay us, this is the great opportunity for them to repay us. We need them to send a whole heap of resources, as in helicopter for their search and rescue team. They owe
everything.
us that,
yeah.
Given that we are apparently still their child. I really appreciate the fact that you took the chance to send this out. I really hope, Mr. And even if you didn't, thank you. But to everything that everybody else is doing, we have to come together as a nation, put politics aside at this point, because now the game has changed and every single person down there is right now turning into a monster. And we have to get all the survivors out. Said the rescue teams need to get all those who are marooned for whoever else is left alive and get them out. National Arena or National Stadium until we get the prefab houses, which is an effective temporary solution. We have the people all stationary. It means that all the help can reach them more effectively, with people not having to struggle to get petrol to go all the way down here just to buy, just to bring £5 of rice or £25 of bags of rice. These people don't have nowhere to cook. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. We have to evacuate the people. Again, thanks a whole lot for reaching out and acknowledging the work that we're putting in as citizens. This don't even need anybody to thank us, because we owe every single Jamaican the right to stand up for them. Out of many, one people. We are one set of people. We are one Jamaican. So let us just act together as one. And let us reach all the people that we can reach. It's not the time for political blame game. Let's not do that. Let us just stand together. Appreciate you, all the member of parliaments who are doing what you're doing, all the councillors. God bless you. Those of you who have lost homes too. MPs and councillors and other persons have been ravaged just like ordinary citizens. And this is the main reason why we have to stand together. We must evacuate every single person who wants to go. Let us get them help and get them life, or some semblance of life. God bless you. One love.
Big up yourself, Marvin.
Yeah. So, and that was what time in the day?
then time then.
12 p.m.
Now we did it. Now they must have wait till the eye pass. So see when it ever stop till the eye pass.
Yeah.
And then the blood clot, then we have to run out to the stand.
Yeah.
You hear that? That young lady here. Diana, what's up? That young lady here. You're not going to see that video probably go viral. More than like. You see that? 76,000 views, likes, 10,000 shares. Yeah, man, don't probably see it, but the young lady, I said, she have to hold on her mattress over she and her baby head. And then when I tell them, say, wait till the eye pass. She said, any of them did wait till the eye pass. Them dead. People hear me say? This is the reality versus the media narrative where National Nonsense Network, Andrew Owen's friend, the little Indian brother own it now, right? I try to push. Come a press conference and I run in for Mark Golden and ask he that question. But I soon get to him.
That's a shelter, no door, no window.
Yo, the girl said the shelter them. No door, no window. I watched the press conference, of course. I watched it. I was live watching it, and people was listening to it and watching it with me. I was live. All right. I was live. I was definitely live. And this is why I'm upset, and why I had to come back on live.
You know when I did nobody see if I man get washed up or see, I just heard the man who find her. Man in a car, dead. Man house dropped down on them dead. And God bless you, we not find him.
You hear that? Yo, you see the death toll in Jamaica? Whatever we thought it was, just multiply that by 100. Worst case scenario, I'm telling you that right now. Sorry for be the bearer of bad news. But in a them time, judgment to reach Jamaica, we have to expect the worst. Yeah man, the light hold on. I need it for so bright. Alright, that's all. Yeah man. So the way how TikTok, hold on. Carry this up, that's all. Island girl, what's up? Simple, elegant, big up. Sophie, who else there? I'm sure who else there. What's up, Sophie? Charms, how you doing? Alright. Tap up the screen for me, guys. Get the likes up, please. You know, so I'm not even share this. People, let me share this car. Before me go in. Hold on there. Let me share this. Let me share this fast. Let the people they know some alive. Yo, me upset for my people them, bro. You understand? The man them fi stop it, brother. You understand? Mark Golden and the People's National Party was very humble in their press conference. They were very clear. Nikisha Bvrclips almost went to tears because of what the people are going through, right? Zulika just make we know say she was trying to find a village, trying to find the place, because both main entrance to it was the road was turned to rubble, so there was no road. There's not even bicycle can ride on it. You understand what I say? And then they had to go through a dirt pass, and there was no dirt pass. The dirt pass disappeared where them normally would go, and them still progress on, and they find one house, and then when they find the house, then so if we go down a little further, and here we find you know where them are look for. But by the time they go down, basically the situation is this. By the time them reach, thanks for being patient, Bolo VNR 2.0. Thanks for being patient. By the time them reach, Zulika just reached the dirt road and couldn't find the rest of the dirt road for go in the village. You understand? For going in the community. Them still couldn't find the community. Them find our house and then them still search for the community. The community was trapped. There's nowhere in the community. And when they was talking to us, nothing changed for those people. So hunger, thirst, no light, no water, no medication, none of that. But this is what Nationwide came on to ask Mark Golding. Listen to this.
Good afternoon, Chairman Campbell, Nationwide News. I have just two quick questions to the opposition leader. You say that the matter at hand is not one of politics, and while we understand the suggestions you put forward, is it wise then to have a press conference of this nature, which isn't...
The man asks, is it wise for Mark Golding to hold a press conference of this nature? What is unwise about it? You know what would be unwise? To not keep the press conference. That's what would be unwise. It would be unwise for them not to keep it. I learned things in this press conference that I didn't know about. How can the authorities respond if they don't have knowledge about what is going on? Tell me, how does that work? How can they respond when they don't know what is going on? The MPs are doing their job. Hold on there, music. Oh, never mind. It pass fast. Imagine the areas then that Zulika just is going. There's no road to go there. The areas then where Nikita Bvrclips is going. There's no roads to go. The road them block off. So why the media narrative for a national nonsense network? The one, you know, say, God when I try to stop them from ask them question. Cause a long time them ask them question, you know. And I wear down something when I go wrong with them mic. And then force to ask them question same way. You say, yo, you want to look for, if you guys watch the press conference, the PMP, just look on Zulika just face when the idiot asks the question. That's the moment when you knew he messed up.
To the opposition leader, you say that the matter at hand is not one of politics, and while we understand the suggestions you put forward, is it wise then to have a press conference of this nature, which essentially raises the matter to a political discussion? And second...
Yo, Zulika just is a liar. She couldn't even help herself. Zulika just looked for Natalie Nita Garvey, and Natalie Nita Garvey looked down on the ground like so. Bro, the People's National Party really tries with Nationwide. Me not tell no lie. Them really try with them. But if you can admit that the suggestions that Mark Golding raised were credible suggestions, didn't you listen to the entire press conference? The Jamaica Labour Party is not communicating with the PMP. So if they're not communicating with the PMP, how what they know is going to reach them? The man them had no choice. The man them anti behind them back. Only time JLP react is when the PMP do a press conference. So even what the PMP do? For the benefit of the people in those areas that are being affected, that need dire, they need life-saving responses from the government and not getting it after 7 days almost. Right? In a South St. James, Nikita Bvrclips said people were told to go to shelters from Monday. And the people in their shelter from Monday in a South St. James. And them tell them, say, and I remember because I watched those press conferences. Want to see why? When you must watch the press conference them with the JLP on JIS. We need to mark down what them say. The man them say, this man Mackenzie say, there is food that will be going to them. Even if they don't have food, you know. Even if they don't have food, he said, food will be going to the shelters, beds, stuff like that. So how is it that Nikita Bvrclips constituency, right, we slowly bitter say him lose, and the JLP bitter say them lose, the same constituency that Nikita Bvrclips was, you remember Nikita Bvrclips was going to keep the car thing for the driver them, for give them gas and them something, the gas vouchers and those things. When you want to go keep the car show, it's a show, you know, not a political rally, you know, a show, you know. And then Andrew Honest, in his infinite lack of knowledge, decided that he's going to overthrow the show just to keep a press conference right down the road. Right? Not slowly, but the old man. Thank you so much, Amanda Bryant. Big up yourself. How are you doing? I hope you and your family are doing well. I hope that you hear from all your family. And Nikita Bvrclips had to cancel. She had to cancel her show that she had you know, planned weeks in advance. Right? East Portland is neglected. Nobody now look on East Portland. Everybody gone at St. Elizabeth because it's trending. Some of them people who are the things, they might do it because it's trending. But I'm glad to them do it anyway. I am glad that they're doing it. Where you can tell the ones them that are doing it because it's trending. Sonia, what you doing? Right? You have some of them just doing it because it's trending to do it. Them not have a history of advocacy. You feel me I deal with? Some of them, as I say, but I'm glad to them I do it same way. Even some of the companies them, where you see I give food and them something there, is because it's going to help their brand. KFC is a second wave of food. The last time I checked, KFC giving away food. KFC. Can you imagine? Yes. Are we happy for it because the people need all the help they can get? We are happy for it. I don't know how people play games on TikTok now and them are Jamaican. It's like they don't realize the climate that we're in and how much people actually are going through it. Why would you want to be playing games right now? Really? Come on. So anyway, a whole entire what you call it? Yo, man, I see too much lights, you know. Yo, me see one street light come on, I go crazy. Anyway, every time this time of the night I'm sitting out here and the cars on my pass, I get tricked. Like, yo, the light is on. But anyway, you heard the young lady a while ago. She said that the shelters need shelter. The doors and windows are gone from the shelters, you know. All them car there, see them car there, we have play the music up on the road. Like now in a them time, yeah, police will just lock them off. That's true. Never stop it. But anyway, the girl said the shelter, the doors them gone, the window them gone off of the shelter. That's a different area, you know. And then now, what's your name? Nikita Bvrclips say, you imagine the people them was sent to a shelter from Monday. And when them go to the shelter, them dead know from Monday, them tell them say there should be food. Hold on there. You know see the 100. Plug out this. The 100 man. Right? So there's no food from Monday, no? And today on Monday, 1 week these people were in shelters in South St. James and they couldn't get any food. And we must say good job, Prime Minister. We must say good job, government. Why Why Nationwide never asked that question or highlight how severe that situation is? The man them is not communicating with the PMP, and you are questioning why them keep the press conference. All you care about National Nonsense Network. All you care about is this fake narrative that the Jamaica Labour Party is actually doing well for Jamaica. That's all you care about. And it's disgusting. Because you refuse to look on the reality. You just care about keeping that narrative. Eh? The man will own Nationwide now and I run it. They bag bad man. Them just full of yo, me say yo, you man they make me get upset, brethren. A people life we are talking about, you know. Me never say PMP life, you know. A people life we are talking about, you know. Eh? You think say I just in these areas of Westmoreland, all of Westmoreland vote for PMP and even so are people them same way. So what is the message that they are sending when you are going to have a shelter with no food in there from Monday? So them never know so no food never in there from Monday. And the storm pass, why wasn't those shelters a priority to carry food to them? You can imagine how cold and hungry and thirsty those people are. My God, that is why the lady nearly break down. Nikisha Bvrclips had to be consoled by Mark Golding. The man after hold her. She was about to cry and bawl living in water, and none of us would have been upset with her. Because that is insane, that is inhumane. Or you will send the people in a shelter, you come like you send them God dead house. It was time when the storm are gone, breeze are blow, the people in cold, and they not no food or water. And they not have enough blanket and them something there. I wanna come talk about why the man keep press conference. That is why. To put some highlighting so those people can get help on our germs. Nationwide don't stink. You for go. You need to be removed, man. You got removed, you know. You is the cancer in the media of this country. Every time you go to a press conference and see Mark Golding, you know want to ask Mark Golding one question. You can't ask nobody else. Eh? I want to put pressure upon journalists with the statutory declaration and all that money them. All that agents. You not even ask Christopher Tufton no question. You want to ask him about market me. You not allow them to just come. But you know what? I shouldn't even be angry at you, know. Because you not aligned with the devil. You is aligned with the devil. Right? I shouldn't even be angry with you guys. You guys are doing exactly what you are supposed to do. You guys are aligned with the devil system. But I only hope people recognize and just remove them support from you. So the death for blur not hungry and lockdown. I mean that. On our germs, brother. Eh? Out of everything we want to get from them the two questions they want to ask. You couldn't ask Isaac Buchanan one question about East Portland. About the people that may lose their roof. And not have no food. And not have no water. And the man say, yo, we hungry too, you know. You come over here so come help with. Why you couldn't ask a question to him? You could have asked a question to Nikisha Bvrclips. So much different things to focus on that is actually important. But you have to ask the man why am I keep the press conference? Those are the three reasons why. Everything that Nikisha Bvrclips said, everything that Zulika just said, everything that Isaac Buchanan said, everything that when my brother the name Dr. Alfred Dar said. That is the reason why them keep the press conference. And to top it off, the solution moving forward from Mrs. Natalie Nita Garvey. You were listening the whole time and you never get that? You come like you never want to listen. You come like you just go there. For just like, alright, I'm going to ask the question. And this will come here for. Why not keep press conference? Oh, because you're second boss. Right? When them call him, Cliff Hughes, your second boss, they on audio. I tell Mark Golding say him lose him for slung one side. If you be quiet, wanna stink. That me I tell you, one Marky G, my Prime Minister. No joke. Listen, I wanna care do nothing about it. We don't give Andrew Holness no respect. None. The people them don't respect him and they don't trust him. They don't trust him. He didn't give us anything for us to trust him. These things that them a do, them things are why we not trust him. Mainstream media overseas are killing you and are exposed you. I don't know the fire station them too. Right? Mainstream media overseas is destroying you guys. The man them put the government feet to the fire. Oh, 3-4 days if it pass, I want to reach Westmoreland. Eh? Oh, 3-4 days if it pass, I want to reach Westmoreland. Now we are find out, say, alright, so the man them say them do assessment, but at one side of the island them do assessment pan. How is it that the government don't know say East Portland need help? Huh? How is it? Erica, how is it? KF family, how is it? Chronicles, how is it that the man them never know say? Remember say we not have the resources, you know. Me never have internet one time, and I'm a regular person who I go through it, you know. And not, listen, right now me there ever compared to some people. Me have one good neighbor over there, so you understand what I say? And you know, something plug in, you know, send a 100-foot card over there for the generator, and I saw me have light. Me turn off light now. See they appear darkness. Computer on cause the thing them plug in. Device then can charge up. And this is my reality. And people reality worse than this. People have them baby. Baby. The girl let me play a while ago, the girl said she dey under a mattress a hide from the storm. And thank God said the eye come. And when the eye come she have to run because if you never run, she and her baby would have dead. This is the reality where the people ain't go through, the people ain't traumatized, the people ain't hungry, the people ain't mentally defeated, spiritually defeated. Of course, listen to me now man, you want a dead body, unfortunately. Unfortunately. God rest his soul. You think you're not seeing nothing yet, man, just wait till the official report then come out. Just wait till the official report then come out. There are unconfirmed reports. But you know, all Mark going to talk about it. 5 bodies in our community. The people in my plan to bury the body themselves. What you call it? An uncertified burial. The people in my plan to do an old school burial. 5 people. Hear there. Oh God, Pauline, oh no. Wait till the girl a while ago said people dead in a den car. In a den car, you know. Flood, you know. People dead in a den car, people dead in a den house. The man go on CNN, Andrew go on CNN. Hey, if me want a reporter, one official reporter. When me start asking them question, I say, oh, Mr. Holness, you went on CNN and said you'd be able to reach the people immediately after the hurricane. But in some places, it's been 4 days, it's been 3 days, it's been 5 days, it's been 7 days, and 6 days, and nobody don't reach the people them yet. And nationwide, I can ask the man foolishness, brother. When there's so many other things where the man they need for ask in at the press conference, will actually affect real Jamaican people life. The press conference was necessary. And then me I hear say, well, the government will not do this from morning. I tell people, say, don't watch anybody else but them. So JIS must be the only station. They must think say 1980s this. When I want TV station. Oh, no, Lucy. CNN come down, you know, more facts though. More facts and CNN go to Portland now. You're going to see how fast Jamaica Labour Party react. Because I'm telling you, you know, they are not a proactive government, you know. They are a reactive government. You see, as soon as the media start bash them, that is the time them blows and skirt do them work. Because them are trying to control the media bashing, especially worldwide. Them like to do damage control where the media narrative is concerned. And I want to see more independent, I want to see some independent vlogger where they're from overseas. Where, you see, let me tell you something. You know who I want to see? Let me tell you who I want to see. Mama, where your phone there? Where is the phone? But they're on the live here. Don't call me name. You want to come in? I phone that come for? Mommy, can phone come now? They're on the dining? No. Mommy, you can't come. What are?
There is a criticism that is going around suggesting that the opposition is attempting to govern from the opposition benches. How do you address that?
Well, the opposition cannot govern the country. We don't have any authority or status in governing the country. The civil service respond to cabinet. We are not part of that system. And all state agencies ultimately respond to ministers who are in cabinet. So that point is really nonsense. But the first issue about whether this is political, we are sharing information with the public. We have information which is important. We have ideas which we feel are important, and we feel that it's nothing, as long as we're approaching this in a spirit of national unity and to help Jamaica come out of a desperate situation, we ought to and should share our ideas with the public. And that's what we're doing. We haven't today attempted to criticize the government. We have made suggestions, we've pointed out where there are weaknesses, but we're not seeking to criticize the government at all at this point in time, because this is not the time for that. This is a time for us as an opposition to work with the government if they will let us, and if they won't let us.
If they will let us. Nasty nationwide. Nasty nationwide, you hear that? The man a ball, the opposition a what you want? Go on with this. What is? You should have gone with it a long time. And tell me say, pass the other one, mommy. The one, yeah, the one where have the sensor upon it. Me say me no know, it's like because there's no electricity, all the people them we are passing them car a bass sound man, and the man them a blast them music. The man them terrible, you know. But back to this. The opposition is on their knees begging the Prime Minister to partner with them. People wanna like up the video, please. See it there? Right there, so. Right there, so. Just press that symbol there somewhere up here, so the like symbol there. See there? Press the like symbol there right up here, so. Like up the video for me. Thank you. The opposition is... How you doing, Mary Liz? Mary Liz, how you doing? Eugene. You want the maroon people to suffer? The maroon people, them not going to suffer. The maroon people, them more resilient than even regular Jamaican people, them. Right now, they up there rebuilding. You think some people now send them care packages? Remember say maroon them have family everywhere in Jamaica, you know? Maroon them are alright, you know, I can't tell you that, you know. Remember where them live, you know? Just remember say them are living at that condition. You understand what I mean? And then build community up there. Just remember say them good. The original raw Jamaican practices, the bush life, the tough life there, them used to it. The Maroons are gonna be great. Believe. Yeah, man. No matter what Andrew wants, you see anything when Andrew wants, it will happen to him and his family. Remember somebody telling you that, you know. Anything when you want, I don't know what you want, you know, coming in my mind. Anything when you want, whatever his intention is, it's gonna fall right back at him. Ever they say when they dig one hole if you dig 2, well in this case he probably gonna dig 4. Any hole I dig for Jamaican people, he's gonna have to dig 4 for himself. Believe. Believe. The man if you beg, the Mr. Golden if you beg, the man for communicate with him. That is disgraceful. If you communicate with Mr. Golden I communicate with what? All of him MP them. So it come what? One big ball of communication. So now we can do what? Move in the accurate ways them and the fast ways them. Forget to the people them. Quick in a one quick time. 1 week after one disaster, man. And people still hungry and can't find water, man. A man up on TV can talk about and give himself A-. What kind of foolish is that? And you have the labor right them a come on social media and I can defend that. And I can talk about 1 p.m. And no, me not tolerance phone. Anyone coming on my page, me a black or no. Me a black or no, not have no heart. On wicked. Mrs. No. Mighty God of Daniel. Mrs. Smaddy. People per year, so me a beg on you, don't move. People in Bolo Vienna 2.0, don't move. Me have a comment what me need to share with you upon that press conference here. You see when Nikki Bvrclips was almost about to cry, me I go share one comment from somebody with you. One nasty, dirty labor right. One germs. Me I go just hold on. Don't move. I couldn't believe it. I mean not describe them no other way because that's exactly what them is. Them stink and them nasty and them dirty. Me I tell you that. Me couldn't believe. I say, yo, this is somebody I really say that, brother. Eh? Couldn't believe. Me I tell you something I couldn't believe. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm not going away. Big up on yourself. Me send it to myself. Me I go show you what I go on. Yeah, man. Me I go show you what I go on. Hold on there. First, me I go show TikTok. I want to see that person here. Well, you're not going to see the person because them picture not the funny. I'm not try. I'm glad to see them picture not the funny. But I'm not try to expose them. You see that person there? Kizzy in file. MP work you want. MP work you get. Work now, not cry. And them have the work now, you know. And MP, you know. In a black capital, you know. So I spit them in their field. And Nikki Bvrclips them I talk about, you know. Right? I mean I show you the page. See the page on YouTube. See the under there? I block them same time, man. I don't want nobody like this to subscribe to me. Nobody like that, I don't want to subscribe to me. Nobody. Let me show you what I go on here, so. You hold on, don't move. See the page there on YouTube? And I show you the comment. Oh God. Look on the comment. Kizzy MP work on want, MP work on get. Work no, not cry. And this was specifically, that comment came specifically when it was live at the time when Nikki Bvrclips was crying about the people that didn't have any food in the shelter. And the person said, MP work on want, MP work on get. See it there? Kizzy Insta. Let me make sure screenshot, you know. MP work on want, MP work on get. Work now, not cry. Zine? See them there? That are the angle. Me block them, man. Me don't want no germs like that to follow me. Them the people that hold on. Me don't want no germs like that to sorry. They say no sound. Sound must come back now. Sound must come back now. Sorry about that. Yeah, nasty. We couldn't believe. Me I say, how come somebody be so heartless? Oh, somebody want to go and pick a tire and everybody on the live. Big up on yourself on the TikTok. When you go and tap up the screen for me, get it to 10,000 likes, no man. Quick and fast, no man. Please, me I beg you, no. Share up the live. Who that, Nicole? She there? My bono no there? I not even get to talk to her. I don't even know what going over so. Cause look at the rain supposed to reach over that little island there over. I don't even know what it is. She there. Nikki, come talk to me. Say they want invite. Oh God. You can talk, can you talk? If you can't talk, type in the chat, babes. Let me know. I'm glad to say you're active and alright. Cause me remember, me no know, me never did have an ability to track the storm after I passed Jamaica. You're good, no rain. Oh, thank God. Cause when I fret to the man, me I say, yo, that little island there, Jano Star. That little island they can't take nothing from this storm, yeah. Nothing at all. But then again, through your VIP, Lady Love, what's up? Big up everybody over here saying, Lady Love. Jamrock 8766. Hey, me I tell you, hey, Jamrock, talk shoot no man. Talk shoot no man. Me say me couldn't believe when the person said that. I didn't see the way I deal with. These are the, no, it's not Nicola Green. No. These are the things. These are the things that me I talk about. And you hear Mark Golding say, the man say, listen, we're not trying to govern the country. That's stupid. That's nonsense. What is our opposition supposed to do? Our opposition is not supposed to just be quiet, you know. Our opposition is supposed to be very vocal. They are the ones that basically defend the people and as a check and balance. So the government don't go off the rails and just do anything that they want to do. But this government, they just want to do anything that they want to do. Andrew Honest was the one that said, yo, we don't need no opposition. Our people can hold us accountable. As if they are not men that sin and fall short of the glory of God. It's like them don't realize, say, bro, you know God. It come like a bro God thing I get to him, you know. And that I find out, it come like the bro God thing I get to Andrew Honest. Because them have a God complex mindset like, bro, what you deal with? Come on. That's madness. You can't say no one opposition. Well, you can't say it, but a madness. You're mad. And the people them supposed to look for you like you're mad too. You see me? Make we hear the rest of what Mark G said.
Yes, we will still work in the interest of the nation as a whole. Labour Right and PNP.
Go back.
Today attempted to criticize the government. We have made suggestions. We pointed out where there are weaknesses, but we're not.
Yo, the man, I don't lie, Mattel. Mark Golding was extremely humble in his approach when it comes on to the government. He was like, listen, this is not about politics. The People's National Party is not trying to one-up on the government. We are in a catastrophic aftermath of Melissa. And the people are literally on the brink of dying. And there's some things happening that you are not aware of because you're not communicating with us. So let me put it out there so you can hear what is going on. And by the way, let us give you guys some suggestion on what can be done right now to relieve the pain of those people that are in the situation. Take that person off of my page. My moderator, anytime I see nonsense people like this come on and talk, just take them off of my page. Yeah man, just block them. Not even mute them, just block them. This person is gonna say PMP, they can't even spell, them put 8 and then GNORNT, whatever that mean or whatever that's supposed to say, and just want to spend the money. Clearly your PMP. You see foolishness I talk about? Them just want to spend up the money. Right, I can't answer that call right now. Boss, I'm up on the live, you hear me? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me there what nationwide do them foolishness. Alright, me do it. Yeah, man. You understand? My name stink, man. Zane, me go record this and send you general. You no matter if you're JLP or PMP, you have to see the thing for what it is. All the opposition Yeah, that's exactly Flowers. The opposition is doing their best to run the money, make the MP then get to do their work. We are all Jamaicans. People in a Westmoreland, you know. People in a Westmoreland, you know. People in a Hanover, you know. Labour right down there too, you know. You think say a PMP alone down there? Labour right down there too, even in our areas them where PMP win. Labour right down there too. Right? So I don't understand. You don't know what them I deal with. I don't know what them I deal with.
Well, good afternoon, can you hear me?
Hearing you well.
Good afternoon, Sean Campbell, Nationwide News. I have just two quick questions to the opposition leader. You said that the matter at hand is not one of politics, and while we understand the suggestions you put forward, is it wise then to have a press conference of this nature which essentially raises the matter to a political discussion? And second, there is a criticism that is going around suggesting that the opposition is attempting to govern from the opposition benches. How do you address that?
Well,
Hold on, wait a
the
minute.
opposition cannot govern the country. We don't have any authority or status in governing the country. The civil service respond to cabinet. We are not part of that system. And all state agencies ultimately respond to ministers who are in cabinet. So that point is really nonsense. But the first issue about whether this is political, we are sharing information with the public. We have information which is important. We have ideas which we feel are important, and we feel that there's nothing, as long as we're approaching this in a spirit of national unity and to help Jamaica come out of a desperate situation, we ought to and should share our ideas.
Of
with
course.
the public. And that's what we're doing. We haven't today attempted to criticize the government.
Not even
We've
one
made
time.
suggestions, we pointed out where there are weaknesses, but we're not seeking to criticize the government at all at this point in time, because this is not the time for that. This is a time for us as an opposition to work with the government if they will let us, and if they won't let us,
If they will let
still
us.
work in the interest of the nation as a whole, Labourites and PNP.
If they will let
because
us.
we're all Jamaicans, and we want Jamaica to recover from this. If we don't pull together,
Yes.
our corner dark.
You hear that?
So let us pull together as one.
Come
people
on,
and
man.
use the best resources available to us, the best thinking available to us, the best organizational skills available to us, with a common heart for the interest of the people who are suffering right now.
Oh God, man, you want nothing better than that?
There's no better note to end this press conference. If you go home tonight and you can lay your head
You don't want
on
nothing more than that, brother.
If when you look up you don't see stars, you are blessed.
You hear that?
We in the West, we need your help. Pray for us. Pray for Jamaica, land we love. Have a good evening.
People, if you're there in your bed tonight and you look up and you don't see stars, you're blessed. If you have a dry pillow, a bed for sleep on, you're blessed. The reality of the people in the South St. James is that they don't have none of those things. They don't have water, they don't have electricity, they don't have food, they don't have shelter, they don't have the basic necessities. They are living in inhumane situations right now. Listen, man. The homeless numbers in Jamaica skyrocketed with Melissa. However many people and the things said it homeless, Melissa skyrocketed numbers them. People have board house. Listen, people have 2-story building. Mr. One 2-story building turn over on the side like so. Beside the road. Whatever earth did they on it collapsed and it turn over. In case someone who are watching me don't really understand why I'm so upset, these are the things. You have babies where they're outside. They don't have no shelter. Them and their mother. You don't know the woman is vulnerable now. In the areas them are most affected are thief. The man them are thief things, you know. So you don't feel like say woman them a get grape. That's our next concern, you know. Remember say you have pedophiles and them something, you know. Picnic them, you have to hold them close, you know. Yo, man, and then the man take so long for to reach the people, them, brother. You know how long me hear Marvin say, evacuate the people, them, carry them go to town, at the national stadium or something, or national arena, and this say, and shelter the people, them, brother. get them beds, get them medical assistance. I think these are the things that the man have to focus on. The whole time I'm there talking, when the thing just started, I never yet talk about labor right now to get help, I just Jamaica me I talk about, But Andrew Honest bring the thing to politics. Black Beauty, what's up? Because the man I go talk about say, oh, in government, our response was A+. A+ my backside. Now when you throw it out there for we grade you, now you're in a trouble because you bring it up, You are going to give yourself an A+. Me never see a man do a test and grade himself low yet. Black Beauty say a clear sabotage. Black Beauty, I don't have any arguments against what you're saying. That's all I can say. I have no arguments against what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. A PNP and Jamaican people, independent, get trapped. You have people who vote. Right? You have people who vote. Right? And everybody in a one a suffer. So why is it the man make it appear as if they are going to help some people and not help some people? Brother, if you are really caring about the people of Jamaica as the Prime Minister of the country, you have to do everything within your power to not only operate in our way that does not people where see you operate, them can clearly know say you're not operating under a spirit of partisanship. Right? And then for the ones that are on the outside looking in, they should not see anything that make them even think that you're operating in a partisan way. In this time, you done win already, Or you done TV election already, Anyway, we want to look at it, Anyway, we want to look at it. You have the government. You are responsible for every single Jamaican in this country. Not some, not one little piece over here, so, or one little piece over there, so. You're responsible to everybody. So why in a God's green earth, you operate like say, yo, say I just our people and we are take care. That's how it look. That's how it looks. How Andrew Tour area them will get damaged and him not reach at East Portland. I don't remember one time me hear the man in talk and I could be wrong. So somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Winnie made the tell me saying call me a while ago, Hold on there. Me no really want never really come on here if you call business, Hold on there. Winnie made saying call me a while ago. I don't know. I don't see no call from Winnie made. Unless he call me straight. Nobody can call me straight because I'm on my phone. You understand? And the two phone them I use live. And if anybody call me, I can cut off me something. You know what I do? People ain't can't hear. Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, man.
What's up, Bolo? The thing is deeper than all look for it, Like when I say, because of PNP era, this is a thing bigger than PNP era.
Mm-hmm. No. All I'm saying is that that's what he makes it appear to be. He may never say that are the hunger reason. We know so them have them plan for them city and them suck them on.
There's a one world order agenda.
Mm-hmm.
There's a one world order to set up the mark of the East system in Jamaica. Jamaica is target. That star is a mandate star, but it's the will of God. Because God wants to save Jamaica. He said at the match of Jamaica and other to save it. But nobody can argue with God.
Yeah, we know that, man. We know that.
So, in order for that case to mash it up, he have a one world order agenda. Send a video from the taking orders from the WHO,
Yeah.
the United Nations.
Yeah, all of them link up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If all this money we are seeing get, we're not really spend it. You understand? He's not going to spend it. And he's going to be tricking the people there, telling the people saying, they have to go sign up to this. And if they do sign it,
Can't ring your phone in a moment. You need to find your phone.
they still not going to get no help. What is going to happen? You see, developers coming in town to give the money for the land. In the little land, they sell us your property. And with your little land, with your this your property, but you're not getting the full value and they don't like money. They go over and sell out it. You understand?
Yeah, because they're desperate. Because they're desperate.
Yes. So, yes. It's what is going to happen is a plan. It's a plan that is coming. But I'm telling you, regardless of what you see after this, God is in control.
Yeah, man.
God is telling the people to repent and turn unto Him because time is up and up for the one world order. The one world order stuff. So, anything or the watch, there's a big earthquake and tsunami coming next. Watch when you see them pushing this and watch and see what go on. Because there's a big earthquake. Let me tell you something. Is it Jamaica? Jamaica are really for Israel. They stiff them.
Look on the chair, I don't know.
They stiff them. Bolo, you see the people that are turning to this, you see them at even with the disaster, you see nobody has heard.
Hold
Them
on.
are weird for things that come back to normal. We are both to go to and change them. Yeah, that's world order. And you think we are gonna gather up the time to
Yeah. Hey, Sean, you know Sean. Karen, me have to move, yeah? Me have to move.
Yeah, one up.
Because I have to call somebody. I have to call my phone. People, me have to play something to what she say. Because it's a serious thing. But I want to call my mother phone because my mother can't find her phone. I hope you have it, pa. What if I want to do you left it? You hear it? You hear it? You find it? You find it? How will you find it? On the veranda? Mighty God. Anyway, people, let me find this quick and fast, the phone. Let me find this quick and fast, car. Big up Karen, people. Earthquake, the warning has been there since what that I am aware of has been there from last year. The warning about the earthquake and the tsunami has been there from last year. It is on my YouTube page. I have a whole playlist about it. I did all I could to say, people, yo. And I've still been giving and sending the messages like Karen call me and, you know, Pastor Peter Chambers talk about the same earthquake and tsunami and big disaster. Mark Stewart talk about it. Oh, God, man. No. People, me don't want to feel like say a joke me I'm making up. I want to rewind back when I tape them for Mark Stewart, you know, because I did like 2 weeks on Sunday before the storm. He said, Bolo, were you there? I'm say, me wake up because my mother play it and it loud, you know. I'm a wake up, you know. You understand what I say? I'm hear my name. I'm going to go up on the same time. Listen to this.
I see massacre. I see flood water. Jamaica.
Eh?
I see the tsunami.
Which phone? You tried already? Oh.
I see the
She didn't want to charge her phone too. Alright, come on.
Why?
Want to hear that?
Put your hand on your head and say, what? I see the tsunami. I see the tsunami. Jamaica. I see the tsunami. I see the tsunami.
You know how long ago this?
Whoa.
You know how long ago this?
Put your hand on your head and say, whoa. Put your hand on your belly and ball out, whoa. Somebody say mercy.
Mercy.
Somebody cry out mercy.
So when Mark Stewart was calling the people to come and ball out, that's why when I call them to come ball out, you know. The man don't see what got already, but we never go ball out. We never go ball out, you know, say, you what me now. The judgment sure. The judgment, even the order where Karen does talk about. About 4 years now, not true, Ashley? Long time. I think our Independence Day ball out this. Long time. I'm find back the video. No, well, me take the clip from the video. I know I'm not find back the original video. Me take that clip from the video and put on my tsunami documentary. To show a different prophet them. I talk about the same thing. I do my research, I'm growing and you know, God help me because God just send me material them. I'm put them together. I'm say, see there? What I go say? What I go say, yo, everybody does false, so everybody have the same vision and destruction for Jamaica. Everybody does false. Then just get up and want to be mischievous and get up and just say, no, brother, this thing serious. This thing serious that we would even imagine. Yo, if you never go listen to my documentary, man, I tell you, say, fear are coming down the heart. And rightfully so, because of that God want, because God said, the fear of God is the start of wisdom. But Jamaican people, enough of we don't fear God. Even after a storm now, we still are engaged in something where it's like the storm and the disaster in a humble way. Even politicians them, in a humble them still have that same thing about them. You understand? I tell you. So I just the reality, but let me see. Something else we do want to share with you now. Oh yes. A word and a verse. A word and a verse. That prophecy, I tell you, people can't say we never want, no.
Say the Lord, yes, the nation of Jamaica must observe 3 consecutive days
3 days
of national mourning, fasting,
3 days.
And it will happen.
CW, me say.
One of the first things that should have been done upon the passage of Hurricane Melissa was that the nation should have been called into prayer immediately.
Immediately.
And more as the days go by, we are losing that opportunity to do it, because I'm about to say something else. There is a worse disaster around the corner. I'm going to say that one more time. There is a worse disaster which is around the corner. Here, the word of God, he says, effective when Melissa left Jamaica. In terms of the eye, he said that the island officially is now placed under tsunami watch.
Let's start by telling.
So you hear that? Go watch this for me one time, because I don't know who that.
And that warning is now standing. Hallelujah. It is the kind of warning that meteorologists will not be able to appreciate. It is the kind of warning that geologists, scientists and others will not be able to appreciate. But I'm telling you, friends, that Jamaica is now under tsunami watch. Hallelujah. And
so you hear that? Prophetically, Jamaica under tsunami watch. You know, me just want to segue a little bit. Dana Morris Dixon, you want it? You must aunt it. In a most disrespectful way. You aunt it. You got to be aunted. You know, so the end of March 6 not about projections for school reopening. I want to teach you people them robot. Oh, that you don't want. A robot. And most robots are going to teach you people them. People, we don't even know how much teachers and God forbid has lost their lives. Secondly, lost their homes. Thirdly, lost their family members. Possibly children. All of this, God forbid. So, you know, things say you have to partner with the National Teachers Association and get an assessment of all the teachers and find out and iron out what is actually the reality in these people's lives. You think say a man can lose all his family and just go back to school go teach people picnic? Them are gonna need like counseling. If they lose their home, a mother. Yeah, it's like me I tell you say, yo, brother, I don't know if me a be too harsh, but brother, I don't understand them people who are in a government, brother. I don't understand them people. It's like they don't have no care for people, bro. How me can think about that and freestyle on the top of my head? Right? Like, me no star girl, what wrong with them people here? First of all, the school ain't damaged. You have some school that damaged from burial. You have some church that damaged from burial. Right? Thanks for the follow. You have some church, thanks to all the people that are following and hitting the like button. You have some church and some school that damaged from burial. You have people who lose all their house and all know they don't recover. They don't recover. And then this come now. See them, I tell them, say, brother. Bro, I tell them, say, bro, one time you have to shake me in the arm, man. I said, no, man. This can't real, brother. So people, Jamaica is under tsunami watch. And it's not long from now. And it's just what it is, people. It's either you repent or perish. Jamaica under judgment. Too much things evil happen. And the government is right behind it. When me I talk about the government, me I talk about the government from several different angles. The spiritual side, the practical side, transparency, common sense, right? No corruption. I'm talking about it from many different angles, ladies and gentlemen. Mary, what's up? Yeah, I'm not talking about it from one different angle. But let's get to this. Marvin. Yo, big up Andrea and Marvin again here, man. Man, them in the street, I put in the work. You understand? Work together and collaborate. Big them up. Listen to this.
Everybody, I'm with the PMP councillor for Leamington. The Leamington division. It's not a political thing, but he's the councillor. He's supervising the town. And of course, there are some passes here, so I will make sure I'm a PMP alone to get the pass. No, certainly. Please, alright? But yes, thank you. And we want to thank you for your service to this country. We realize that you're respected in this town from what we've seen by everybody, and that's a good thing. It's very bad here. I don't know if you want to say something in terms of how bad the situation is here. What is it that people require immediately?
Well, as you can see, it's a complete devastation here in Leamington Division and also, by extension, Eastern Westmoreland. In terms of need...
I believe this is Dr. Dayton Campbell constituency, because I've seen this bridging here on the campaigns before. He's the councillor for the area. So like Marvin said, you have to link the councillor for the area or just You understand? It's not a political thing where you have to link it. Because them know who need help. Because them on the ground. And that's a common sense. So why government now link with the PMP council them and link with the MP? So there's a chain of command. First, you link with Mark Golding. Right? Mark Golding link with the MP them. In MP link with the council them. The people them get through with the help. It is that simple. Why are we having these issues where the man have to beg the Jamaica Labour Party for partner with the PMP? Beg. It's like them vex and them have up the PMP, and this is exposing that they truly don't care about the people. Them only care about for them, some of them people, not everybody car. You know, that's honest, I not even want to go there, so. Yo, that government are wicked, yeah, man. And then wicked, brother.
Clothes, food items, toiletries. Basically, those are some of the emergency needs right now. Long-term extension, we will want to talk about like housing.
Okay.
But I think that is early now.
Right.
But basically, we need to really look at how best we can rebuild the
Okay. All right. I personally I am working on some stuff in terms of the mobile homes, because from what I've seen, most of the board structures are completely demolished. And that's going to require more.
I really don't know why this thing's so low, you know.
To do that, so if we can get the stuff that are already made. So for the persons who are out there, the companies that you
Hey
know,
Wiz, what's up, sweetie?
we're asking you. I can flip the camera just right ahead. Yes.
Oh God, man, the people in place.
Yeah. Ravaged.
Devastated, man.
All right.
So my house then turn rubble, you know?
I don't know. This is your second. Yeah, man. But the situation is dire. People.
Indeed.
It's dire. Yeah. As a matter of, I can see down there in the
Whoa!
just right ahead.
Oh my God! I'll container shift and turn over. Oh God!
Even this stand. Yeah, it's the police station.
Police station roof get damaged in a Bethel town, East Portland.
It's really bad. And on our way up, we saw devastation. Nothing but complete devastation.
Jesus.
Yeah, things that we have never seen before.
We have families really living under the poverty. I mean,
Here they.
I think we have seen half of the constituency. It's really, really bad in there.
Mommy, lend me a
And the
phone.
persons who are in Dar es Salaam, I understand that some of them are still trapped.
Lend me a phone.
Yes.
What are those?
Because the computer, I don't know.
Yeah, we
You can bet some I'll get a louder effect off of your phone. You have TikTok on the phone?
You go Cedar Valley, Johnston, Belvedere, Dundee, those are basically.
And they're still marooned.
Very, very nice.
And this is day 5. This is day 5.
I mean,
Day 5. After the hurricane, these communities are still the persons who are marooned.
I don't really want to compare, but in terms of response, I'm seeing way more response in St. Elizabeth. It's very serious, very, very serious.
I mean,
So you hear that? Man, I say him not really want to compare, but him see we are more response in St. Elizabeth than him see. Yeah, man, big up yourself, mommy. Diana, yourself, big up. You know, say you have your fans, them, you know. Whoa, we can't bother, my mother have fans. Diana, mommy says she love you here. Diana always a check up on mommy, you know. No, sir, I'm turn on my Bluetooth from where, so and connect down there. She says she love you too. It's a love affair. It's a love affair, ladies and gentlemen. No, we don't want to connect to no boombox, brother. What is? I want to hear that thing louder, brother. This not work out. You know, like how my system a move from what you know. But I can't complain about nothing because I just have to go and give thanks. Mary on TikTok have a big up to. New fan. Fans them out. Bolo, how is the water out there with no AC? How is the weather out there with no AC? But CW, we never have AC. CW. Mary Lizzie said big up to as well. Right it. They say you must be my co-host. No, the people, I love the people, they're funny. Yeah, man, mommy, I go and do that herself, you know.
Big goods.
Hear them. Hear all the thing louder. I know enough. Life, big up.
Cottage, yes. The New Road, Cedar Valley, Johnson, Belvedere,
many communities.
Dundee, those are basically there.
And they're still marooned.
Still in a very, very bad state. Very bad state.
And this is day 5.
Yeah.
This is day 5.
Still, I mean,
day 5 after the hurricane. These communities are still the persons who are marooned.
I don't really come, but you know, in terms of response, I'm seeing way more response in St. Elizabeth than Westmoreland, and it's very serious down here.
My
very
God.
Serious, you know?
I mean, it is what it is. If you are here this side and you're telling us this is not you politicking, no. But and this is why you were very hesitant.
It's very terrible, and you see nothing happening.
Yeah, because as far as we could drive, there was nothing that we saw. No, I mean, we drove from St. Anne, Ocherayas, Montego Bay. We came to Hanover, Negril. We drove the...
Well, CW, whoever did have AC, them supposed to in a turbo condition right now. Because if them have no current, and them used to AC, they are suffering. That is for sure. Me, thank God for God breeze. Yes, it's a little bit more uncomfortable in the night time because the mosquitoes them are going with themselves. Mosquitoes them dangerous. Zane, mosquitoes them are going wicked, me not tell no lie. But yes, you right, so I'm slung through, me up on the veranda and, you know what I mean? A little breeze a come through from you, so. Yeah, but you see, in the night they go inside with the walls them and through the sun shine. The heat start pulling me general, but here we go on. The better we are than the cold, when you are asleep, you know that. Don't sleep in the cold, better you sleep in the hot. Keep your body warm, you get me? Yeah.
Long road.
But the mosquito them dangerous to true, man.
Because and it's really sad. Oh, we have not seen nothing. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah. So after 5 days in a Westmoreland, in a certain parts of Westmoreland, Eastern Westmoreland, none of the government officials them not reach them. What? People they say they love you in their background. You go on. Fans them out.
And nobody has visited Betheltown. No state agency. Agent as our agency have visited Betheltown.
Conditions too. No help. There's no hospital.
There's a clinic here.
Nothing functional. Functional.
Nothing is functional.
Yes.
Wow.
As a building contractor coming to this place that this storm would have taken place. And the worst never seen that in on TV, me not see the deplorable condition that we are seeing now. And it's going to take a lot to build back. So we just have people in Jamaica across the diaspora. Hey, we only can help any means necessary. You understand? Now we are currently trying to just do a partition of food, but manpower, material, and everything is needed to try to get back this community to some resemblance of normalcy. You understand? So we are asking everybody else. You understand?
Yeah.
I am Relief Plus boss, I'm Relief Plus Welding and Construction Company. I'm pledging my help. You understand? To the Andre Stevens group. You understand? So I should have done my yard, but I say I come.
Big up Andre Stevenson. They make people trust to reach the people and before even the government. Big up Marvin. You hear that? The man them have them material and so big old company and the man a pledge to help to get the people them back on top. The man they need bodies, the man they need people for help. Nationwide that if you ask about one Andre Stevens, one day I come question mark going over foolishness when people actually go through it. You know some germs, brother. You know something I'm not even talk about one, I'm talk about everyone, especially that brother there. No. You see Cliff Hughes and Draws Davis and that brother names. What name? So whatever. Yo, me tell you something, man. When they on the thumbnail, you me attack. When they on the thumbnail, you. I ask Mark going in the question. You are one of the worst. Yo, me not like you, brother. Me don't know but me not like you and that hard, it's hard for me not like people. Because I not pre people them with it, but me don't like you. You not good. Eh? I ask Mark going in foolishness, my lad. Eh? And so much people they are suffer. And I ask man why am I keep press conference? Because the people them are suffer and they need help. And I thought about was it wise? Was it wise? Can I hear that question that? They say no question no foolish, but you find one way if you ask a foolish one. You must see genius or one daffer dummy to blows or scare. Yo brother, me not like brother, me say me not like him and me not dog. Yeah man, me not like them man. It's hard for me not like people, brother. Me not pre people, me I tell the truth. Me give people the benefit I don't, brother. When you see all I think them when they say about you know, me watch you know, be all of the things them. Where we alone some say about you know. At 5 Press, ABR News TV, Andre Stevens, me witness nationwide be everything what they say about them. Me witness it. Tonight was the last straw, brother. Tonight, that question they were asked was the last straw. Last damn straw, man. Them two out of the man.
Give a hand because me have 3 children and me have family. And me never nobody boy or son and me relative too. You understand? So if me come give us strength and willing to pledge my time and maybe finance as well to maybe pay some of my guys them, you can do it. You see? Yeah man, so everybody we can pull together. This side of the people you know PNP now, you know, GLP. This have those people life.
Yeah.
And the kids them again are #1 priority.
Yeah.
Left.
And if I'm gonna show you all that this is like very much adjacent to the police station. It's really sad. It's devastating. And the state agencies to visit these areas.
Yes.
It is sad that after day 5 we can't get no.
Listen,
we were able.
No food for the poor. None of state agency them. But PSOJ representative with Nesta Morgan I run PR, but all them so when they are Westmoreland. Like say a party them gonna skin off them teeth. Them my next one. Hey. Father God. Need help, you know. Need help, me I tell you the truth. We need you to come remove the evil them from half of Jamaica. Just remove them, Father God. Please, me I beg you. Please. But man, they evil, man, they wicked man. Man, they wicked man.
To get here. So if we were able to get here, it's not like the roads are that much impassable. Yes, it was a difficult terrain, but we were able to do it.
Yes.
So we're asking for the relevant authorities on to know what they need to do. And for the persons who don't have anywhere to go, we're asking you, evacuate the people, get them to somewhere where we can also attend to them for those who are having medical challenges, and then get mobile homes or stuff, something that is immediate. Right? But right now, see there, we're in the rain. Yeah. Rain is falling. There are people who sit outside. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go.
And just to add to that.
We pass people in rubbles just looking for stuff.
Just to add to that, the same devastated areas, people have to sleep in it. So later on, they just put up tarpaulin or something, and that's where they sleep. So it's really rough here. Really rough.
Jamaica, I don't know.
And as you hear what the man say, the people them house so your house tear down, you're devastated. And now you're sitting in the middle of the devastation. I all know you not see. No government agency come at your foot. No aid after 5 days. And that's acceptable? No. Me hear what Mark Bolin said. And Mark Bolin said this is not the time to criticize the government. Marky G, it's not the time for you to criticize the government. But leave it up to me and the rest of them. Me, I go beat them bad until then change. People them require change. Me I beat them bad till them fix things. You're mad? Man, they not go on good, brother.
I don't know my thing right now. I don't know where I stand with
and
this.
And the people must suffer right.
Relevant.
People are suffer right now, like right now. Like right me I talk right now. People hungry right now. People sick right now. People upon their last breath right now, God forbid. People not in a shelter right now. Rain a fall upon them right now. So we need movement right now. I mean, nah, stop advocate for my channel. Nah, stop advocate. Nah, stop put pressure. And the people over there in the diaspora and all listen to it. We need to accelerate, boost the pressure, share this live everywhere. Make the people know I really are going in Jamaica. People need help. People need help, brother. It is a desperate situation. It is a desperate situation.
Persons, I know that, yeah, it appears that you people are doing stuff, but if you ask me, I don't think that you're doing enough. And if it is that you realize that you're not getting to everybody on time, simply just go and ask for more international help so that we can cover everybody in a faster period and bring aid to the people, and people are losing their minds, literally. Everywhere is completely ravaged and devastated. We need the help and we need it now.
Yeah.
We need opening school tomorrow. There are children here and people who can't even think about that for now. And you're concerned about...
Hold on there. Breaks. So Dana Morris Dixon. Today, as in today Monday, she talk about open back school.
Those in Kingston and the other places. What if the storm had ravaged the entire island? You think we'd have no school tomorrow? We'll lock down the country and let's get the help to the people now.
What's that question? Which agency of the state have visited Darlistan, Betheltown, Lambs River, anywhere in Leamington? Just somebody could indicate. I say yes, they are doing something for us. I have not seen one. I'm on the road every day.
You have not seen one?
I have not seen one state agency in this. Yeah.
You hear the many communities that he has called? And he's saying, if you know you visited, tell them. If you know you visited, tell them, because from what they...
One video I see from Nestor Morgan, and I don't think at East Portland him did there. Portland big. Some school open today. Purpose, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Appreciate that.
They're seeing there's nothing and nobody. Right now we have to get back to Kingston because we're running out of petrol. When we pass the petrol station, and the amount of lines that we've seen, people with bottles.
Yes.
Bottles are more than cars, people just trying to get the petrol to do whatever.
Today.
I don't know what they're going to use, but I don't know whatever. Everywhere down here is ravaged. We see people on the street corner trying to wash clothes in dirty water or whatever little river water that appears to be is available. People are trying. Sorry.
People going to Black River, PJP. That is fine. But what of Westmoreland? What of Westmoreland? The roads are filled with vehicles. High-end vehicles.
So
going to Back River, going to PJP. What about Westmoreland?
You heard it for yourself. You heard it for yourself. So, Councillor,
yes, I want to say thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And Andre Steven, because Partner TV.
Great work, Partner TV. Yeah. Thank you so much for all and what you have been doing.
Come on, they work tirelessly.
Leamington is most grateful.
All right.
All the best.
All right. One love, people. And who? I'm still about to do more.
All right, Purpose.
And more. All right. Andrea Apple. Good drivers. Big up on yourself. Everybody, I'm with.
Why think the mosquito them a box off on my head, people? Mosquito them a box off on my head. You can't imagine all. Oh, this somebody a call your mommy. Somebody a call you. All this. Straight call, I don't know. I have to take it off of the speaker. Anyway, let me get back to this. Because some serious revelation really dropping at this thing here now. Yeah, man.
Elizabeth. I will also speak to you about what's happening in Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney, because the information that we're receiving from our representatives is too much not to share with Jamaica. We will speak again when you can ask us questions at the end of the presentation. But for now, please welcome Mark Golding, the leader of the opposition.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Jamaica. Good afternoon.
And big up Portland Spice TV.
Listeners.
Big up Portland Spice TV if you question them when asked. Big up Portland Spice.
I want to begin by expressing my profound, heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of those who have lost their lives in this tragic hurricane or its aftermath. Our sympathies also extend very profoundly to those thousands, tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans who are suffering at this time from the
impact
that this hurricane had.
No man, no mosquito.
We are aware, of course, that there
can you imagine the people who don't so much mosquito
and mash them up down there, as it's called, which is really the areas of Jamaica that were in the swathe of the hurricane when the eye hit in East and Westmoreland, stretching into St. Elizabeth, stretching into the more westerly parts of Westmoreland as well, and then moving north into South St. James, parts of Hanover, and of course Trelawney and even St. Anne. The rest of Jamaica has also suffered damage, some of it before the hit of the hurricane. And so we can't leave them out because there are communities all over the island where people are in a very difficult situation, whether it be due to no access with roads being blocked or breakaways, landslides, and so on. Our hearts go out to all who are in this dire predicament now. Now, I would say that this hurricane and its aftermath represent an existential threat to our society as we know it.
Yes.
People in life-threatening situations of isolation and deprivation mean that unless relief can reach them promptly and unless the necessary assistance can be found and distributed to help them rebuild their lives, Jamaica is going to be facing very difficult times. And
so, nationwide, Kevin, whatever you want to name, or Chevron or whatever, Chef and Butter, you know hear why the man them do press conference. I people them do it for. Now not for it politics. Man, them have people them represent, and the thing is dangerous. And if you haven't been in the areas they have been, you don't know. I'm almost sure say, you know left and go in the deep areas them all know. I am almost certain you know left go down there. And if you did and you have this stone, shame on you. That even make it worse. You shouldn't come ask them and then question them. Listen.
I think that point is not lost on anyone who's familiar with what is going on as I speak. In this context, we all need to pull together.
Yes.
In unity.
Yes.
To get Jamaica through this terrible disaster. This is a time to join hands and hearts.
Vivian, what's up?
Not just in words, but in deeds.
That means, Andrew Honest, don't just tell us that you want to unite. Show acts of unity. That's what that means. Don't just come and tell us that, yeah man, you know, I want to unite, let us unite and let us build Jamaica. No, show us that you want to unite, Andrew. Put in the work, Andrew. That's what the man has said. Put in the work.
So that the whole nation can feel part of responding positively to this devastating situation and the solutions that will help us to pull ourselves out of it. The opposition must not at this time be seeking to score political points as a political competitor of the government. This is not the time for the opposition to adopt that posture. And we are indeed trying our very best to operate in the spirit of that.
Nationwide, they never hear that. You never hear when the man say, at this time, the opposition should not. Angela, what's up? The opposition should not at this time try to be in competition somewhat for say, for gain political anything at all. No, that should not be our mandate and our operation and our movement and action, right? And we are going to do our best to stay within the parameters of not doing that. The man came, and I mean, Mark Golden was very transparent. Listen to the man.
Not the time for the opposition to adopt that posture. And we are indeed trying our very best to operate in the spirit of that.
Yes.
On the other hand, we must point out where there are areas of need and what we see as the priorities in relation to those needs, where we see weaknesses in the response mechanisms that need strengthening or correcting, and we must provide where we can constructive, well-intentioned suggestions to help navigate the country through this disaster. We must also demand transparency and fairness in the distribution of all relief. The relief must get to those who need it, prioritizing those who need it most, whether they be of whatever political color or whatever demographic group they may belong to. They're all Jamaicans, and they are to be treated equally in this time without any form of discrimination or tribal politics coming into it. And we want to stand for that. There can be no place for partisanship or profiteering by political insiders or others connected to them at a time like this. It requires good governance, inclusive communication, and everyone working together.
Mosquito clap.
I now move to some of the things that I wish to propose in this regard.
So I have a clap back.
I proposed to the Prime Minister from last week, Wednesday.
Hey, oh, Angela, thank you for the gift, sweetie. Thank you.
Broad-based task force to be given the responsibility of governance oversight over the relief effort, the relief coming in, how it is dealt with, how it is distributed. Not to manage that process on a day-to-day basis, but to provide oversight to those who are managing it. So there's some accountability for how it's done, and that accountability is being held by a broad-based group that can enjoy the support and confidence of the whole society, especially those who are suffering terribly now and no doubt fear that they may not be treated fairly or they may be ignored or overlooked in the response of the state to the crisis. I also think there needs to be a clear command structure for the actual day-to-day management of the response to the relief. And that should be led, in my opinion, by professionals in disaster management, not by politicians who do not know the ins and outs of responding to a disaster of this magnitude. And we should not be shy of seeking international support and help from persons who have career expertise and experience in this regard. Thirdly, we're going to need a Marshall Plan, a well-funded, broad-based plan for the rebuilding and reconstruction of large swathes of Jamaica, which have been ravaged by this hurricane. That plan cannot be developed today, but it is vital that we prepare such a plan and that it have the input of persons who have the necessary skills and experience and knowledge to design a comprehensive, workable plan that can be executed efficiently and that can have the confidence of our international partners we are going to rely on heavily to provide the financial support for this. And in terms of more specific recommendations now, I have asked the Prime Minister to make an additional allocation of resources to members of Parliament so that they can mobilize communities and contractors to help with the cleaning up of communities that are currently in a state of devastation, clearing roads where necessary, cutting trees and the like. Until that allocation is made, members of parliament are unable to respond to the needs of the people unless they happen to have some personal resources or access to dealing with it outside of the public system, and many do not have that. I would also say that the process of engaging contractors to do that kind of work should be simplified and made easy for members of parliament, especially in those areas where there's very limited connectivity and where following the normal bureaucratic processes that are required would be very challenging or impossible for members of parliament. If contractors have a TRN, whatever the allocation is, there should be invoices, and those invoices can be submitted, but the work should be able to begin. Secondly, we note and agree with the decision to suspend the imposition of import duties and import GCT on disaster relief items coming into Jamaica. However, we believe that the period for which this has been announced is too short, because the time it takes to mobilize funding and make the necessary procurement abroad, the logistics, etc., of getting it shipped to points on land where they can then be shipped or flown to Jamaica takes some time. And to have it cut off by the end of this month is too short. And it's also not clear from the announcement that was made whether goods in transit to Jamaica will get the benefit, even if they haven't landed here at the time of the expiry of the window. I'm suggesting that we recast that window in a way which is more realistic, given the situation that we face. I also think we need an evacuation plan urgently for persons who are without shelter. That needs to be well thought through so that persons can be moved to places of safety where whatever form of accommodation can be erected to support them, whether it be tents or something else that can be put in place, and they can have access to the basic means of survival in an organized way. And that is necessary because right now we have people, many Jamaicans, who are exposed to the elements, including babies, including children, including the elderly, including persons with disabilities, and they need to be moved to accommodation which protects them from the ravages of the elements going forward.
You see, in this situation, guys, speed is vitally important. The implementation of movement of the assets, the aid. We cannot, I think we have exhausted the word desperate. But this is a desperate situation. We have children that are vulnerable, women that are vulnerable, men, elderly women, elderly men. There was this lady that came on. Oh my God, me have to play it. The Observer, Jesus. The woman cried upon the something and her family, her husband, her pity them. Oh God. Them lose everything and the people them when I try to steal them car. In the middle of all of them losing everything, I call when them have left, you know. So you know them are sleeping in the car, right? And the people them try to come steal them car. Them have to draw cutlass and peer things. Good thing say the husband big like me or bigger than me. You hear me say? I don't know where man.
Forward. Those are my thoughts, and I'm now going to hand over to the next MP who is going to address more specific concerns in their particular constituency. I thank you.
Isaac Buchanan.
Thank you, Party Leader. Greetings all. I'm Isaac Buchanan, MP for Portland Eastern.
Yes.
Also the spokesperson for youth and human rights. I speak.
Sorry about that, guys.
So in saying that, supporting the Eastern side.
So that persons can be moved to places of safety where whatever form of accommodation can be erected to support them, whether it be...
Hold on, them people. Me need to get this per record. Them next three speaker, yeah? Yeah, man. Me need the per record, man. Dangerous thing I go on down at St. Elizabeth. Southern St. James and East Portland. You hear me I tell you? New thing, baby. Yeah.
Take some time necessary because right now we have people making movement now, more specific concerns in their particular constituency. I thank you.
Thank you, Party Leader. Greetings all. I'm Isa Buchanan, MP for Portland Eastern, also the spokesperson for youth and human rights. I speak on behalf of the people on the eastern side of Jamaica. I'm setting the context to say that equity in distribution is going to be an important theme if we are to ensure that all persons in Jamaica are not excluded or left out, but rather inclusion.
Right.
Now in Portland, this is a direct message from the constituents. Port Antonio is not all of Portland. So in saying that, I want people to understand that there was devastation in Portland Eastern. In particular, the Fellowship Division, which is a valley area, Melissa did serious damage in that area. There are persons who, the roofs are all gone. It's similar in the Mansion Hill Division. So there are persons who are homeless as we speak. I raise this in the context that persons have an ability to try to survive. They try their best to ensure that they move on with their life. It's almost an innate ability these days.
The light plug in, mommy.
I want the government to understand.
The light we put this a plug in.
Building back their houses and just picking up zincs that probably don't even belong.
Why you do that?
Ensure that they have a roof
I may have a plug.
over their heads. They can't wait. It's impossible to wait until somebody comes to say, okay, I see the damage. We will process your claim and then give you some support.
Some of those tell me if you ask you
$50,000, $100,000, $400,000 if it's complete destruction.
But you want it in the room too?
If you are a Jamaican and you want to be a homeowner, you know the reality that $400,000 will never be able to put you back in the position that would make you a homeowner in livable, humane conditions. So when I speak of equity of distribution, although Melissa didn't hit at ground zero in the east, we are an island surrounded by water, especially if you're a coastline parish like Portland, Eastern, St. Thomas. Portland, Eastern and Western, all of Portland and all of St. Thomas. But if we speak of the constituency, I'm not going to sit here or stand here and say that MPs who are not in those ground zeros aren't affected, because we all are. As it is right now, we are a country where resources are scarce. The opposition leader would have reached out to the Prime Minister and there was an allocation. What does that allocation look like? I can only tell you from the lived experience. That from a human rights perspective. If you get $1.5 million, that amounts to no more than 600
take your fan charge.
Probably 22 tarpaulins. Why am I speaking on this? Because it would mean that if you are a member of parliament and you had persons voting for you in the amount of 8,000 plus persons, these are persons that have been affected, and whether you know it or not, it's not just the elderly, it's not just women and children, they're able-bodied persons who live day to day. And I'm just using that as a starting point because I'm saying this, it is not the time to be political. You can't see color, you can't see political parties.
Now, I want to add to that part before we continue with Isaac in this recording. Guys, please remember to hit the like button. Get this video to 5,000 likes, right? In Jamaica, living day to day is a constant reality. Meaning, if that person doesn't get up and work on that day, they don't find food to eat. They call it the hustling. You heard what I said? If they don't get up and work, find something, cut somebody's yard, whatever skill they have, go fish, they live on daily bread. If they should get sick, nobody is there to take care of them. These people now are in a worse situation than they were before. Just to put context. Context matters. Big up Isaac Buchanan. Let's continue.
You have to understand that on a human rights plane, the needs of everybody will be important. And we might not know it now, but what Friday will look like in terms of how you source your meal.
Oh God,
it
man.
won't be a laughable situation.
No.
We must look at what is happening across Jamaica. And while we start to think of how resources are distributed, I will yield to my senior, Natalie, to Comrade Natalie, to speak about distribution and all of that. But what I will say, though, is what is of great importance is that we are to go to the bare minimum and think of the human rights realities. There are persons who are ill, who their medication has to be on the refrigerator. They need energy and they don't have it. So 7 days have passed, thereabout, and that medical access is not a reality, because I've heard Portland is not a priority. I've heard that, and that is a sad reality, because I have the evidence in terms of looking at the photos, the pictures, being on the ground in Manchester, being on the ground in Reach, being in Fellowship. I'm just naming a few: Bellevue, Comfort Castle, Millbank, where there are just total devastation, disaster.
Wow.
Persons who are from the disabilities community, the disabled community, and they don't have a home. The shelters aren't in operation. It's not a continuation of it. Persons have to go far places. So I need people to understand that. And when it comes to the distribution, yes, ODFEM is there, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and care packages are going up, but I want you to quantify the reality. Is that if you have 300 care packages, that can just go to even one community. While I stand as a member of Parliament for Portland Eastern, and I can do so much and no more with the resources. And I understand when it comes to the concept of Support Jamaica and funneling all resources through the government, that is an impossibility and not realistic. So much so that I have gone on by taking guidance from the diaspora to start a GoFundMe. And it is the diaspora from Portland and persons who are concerned that have raised funds for me to be able to do things that the government is not yet prepared to do. I will just say, think of every single person, because that is my duty as a humanitarian, as a human rights attorney, and even as a spokesperson as for human rights and youth. And I will make a compassionate call to all members of Parliament that we are to work collectively through our offices. I will reach out to anybody that's close by, because I get the calls that my family is stuck in Westmoreland and I haven't heard of them. Same for St. Elizabeth, because we're all Jamaicans and we all have relatives across the island, and we have to think on those things. And when we think of equity of distribution, let nobody be excluded. Thank you.
You know, one of the things that stood out to me, what's up, Yankee? Bless up, my brother. One of the things that stood out to me about what Isaac Buchanan spoke about in this, there's people that have medication that needs to be refrigerated. Portland has been excluded. The man said he has heard that Portland is not a priority. Thank God for the diaspora. I just want you guys to look at all the things that the government is saying. Only give us the money. They have not, it's not like they have been swift, you know, in bringing aid to the people, you know. 5 days, 6 days, nothing after the storm. Communities has not been reached. But the world should only send them money. Really. People, go and support Marvin. Right? Go and support Marvin and Andre Stevens. Go and support the people that Will Rattigan mentioned. Go and support Atta for the Press. Go and support Mr. Wayne Lonesome. Those are the people that I know about, that are credible, that are actually doing something to help people in terms of, you know, having a fund, you know, to gather money and stuff. And you know them are going to do right by the people. Them. You know them are going to be accountable. Mr. Wayne Lonesome face, you know them man they stay already. Yeah? Yeah, man. Upright, man. No joke. But may I tell you, say, when you hear... And another thing that I want to speak about in terms of Isaac Buchanan's speech. Do you hear the tone of his message? London 45. Thank you. When you go support London 45 too. With the clothing drive for sure. The people that need clothes. Did you hear the tone in which the man spoke? The man says simple and put, brethren, this thing about money coming through the government alone, it cannot work. It is impossible. It is impractical. The people need help now. He didn't say it in the tone that I'm saying it, you know. I am being critical of the government. He was being diplomatically correct because he's not trying to criticize them, but the matter is just too urgent. They have to say something. The PMP hands were tied behind their back. Can you imagine if the PMP operated like the JLP? Can you imagine if they agreed with everything and the way how they did everything? And it appears that this is what they require. Why didn't Nationwide ask about many of these things that was said by Isaac Buchanan? The realities. Right? Portland is not only Port Antonio, bro. So although Port Antonio they get damaged, look a bit deeper. Why don't you? Look a bit deeper. There's a lot of rural areas, hills, valleys. A lot of communities in Portland. I haven't been everywhere in Portland, but trust me, boy, some roads, boy. But let me know what you guys think. Get this video to 5,000 likes. Big up Isaac Buchanan. We needed that update about East Portland. God bless him.
Good afternoon.
Zulika
I'm Zulika
says.
Jess, Member of Parliament for Northeastern St. Elizabeth. There has been quite a lot of attention being paid to Southern St. Elizabeth. Unfortunately, Northeastern St. Elizabeth has been left devastated by the passage of Hurricane Melissa. It has been almost 1 week since the hurricane, and regrettably, not one government official has actually visited Northeastern St. Elizabeth.
Wow.
Now, this is a constituency that has been ravaged. We're talking about entire communities that have lost their roofs, lost their homes. Communities such as Thornton, Windsor, in the Silo area, Bagdale Mountain. There are entire communities where absolutely no home was spared. When you look at the devastation, we're not just talking about it from the home perspective. We're talking about the road network. Our roads, especially in the interior of the constituency, have been substantially and completely damaged. We have roads which have burst open, leaving craters almost 20 feet deep.
Wow.
I have communities which have been marooned. There's no way for them to enter or exit. I have residents reaching out to me to say that they can't get out of their community, and they have elderly persons who need to see a doctor and they can't leave.
Jesus.
I went in search of a community yesterday known as Mariba, and I spent over 2 hours driving around and could not find the community of Mariba. I say all of this to say to you that the devastation has been extremely great in Northeastern St. Elizabeth. And as a Member of Parliament, I have reached out to the government for assistance in getting persons who are marooned access so that they can actually leave their communities or enter elsewhere. I have been told by the government that as the Member of Parliament, I cannot engage with private contractors to have their roads cleared or to have their roads put in a place where they can leave or enter their community. And so I have been faced with a difficult decision where I have to choose whether I obey the rules as they currently stand, in which case it means that residents will be left stranded and trapped and unable to leave, even in cases of emergency. People will not be able to have access to food, water. Or I make the other difficult decision, which is to go against the government's dictates and actually engage contractors to put together the roadway as best as possible so that access can be had. I have chosen the latter. And so I hope and I pray that the government will actually make some allocation available to members of parliament in the affected constituencies. I am calling on the government to include the members of parliament, to engage with us, and very importantly, to empower us to help the people who are depending on us because they don't have the numbers for the government ministers, they have the numbers for their members of parliament, and they're reaching out and begging and crying out for help. I'm asking that the government consider making an allocation, particularly to the members of parliament in the deeply affected communities, constituencies, where it's not just a case of clearing the roadways, it's a case of actually engaging professionals who can fill the gaps and the craters and make a way where there is no way, even if it is just on a temporary basis. The hurricane has wreaked substantial damage, and it's important that there is equitable distribution of resources. I have received only 150 care packages from the government for distribution.
Yo, I have to stop it right there, so it does too much. At that point I was at no. What else how much more the people must bear? Northeast St. Elizabeth. So the other part of St. Elizabeth, I get all type of love, all type of help. I'm glad them I get it. But you tell me say no help, 150 care package. Today is the 6th day since the hurricane left us. Since it hit landfall, I mean. Today is the 6th day. 150 care package from the government. Oh, so this is politicizing it, right? Listen, let me tell you something. I am so sick and tired of these people using politicizing as a crutch for not being accountable or being held accountable when they do a piss poor job as the government. To hell with that. This is totally unacceptable. And it's not just about her constituency alone. It's a right across the board of all the affected areas. Distribution needs to be equal. It's sick, my man. I don't know how Zulika just do it. Even speaking about it and still all one pleasant look on her face and calm. For sure you say. It's not about politics. She's clearly just fighting for the people in her constituency. She lived there. She see where them are go through. She's going through it herself.
Doesn't even last one lane in one community because everybody sources. I have received only 150 care packages from the government for distribution. That doesn't even last one lane in one community because everybody has been affected. It received only 150 care packages from the government for distribution. That doesn't even last one lane in one community because everybody has been affected in most communities. So it's not just the elderly or the disabled, it is everybody who is affected. And so I'm calling on the government to engage and to engage as a matter of urgency so that the relief that is necessary can be had. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys think that that was not important to have a press conference about? Do you guys think it was unwise for Zulika Jess and the People's National Party, with everything that Mark Golding understands from what is being related to him by his MPs that are in some of the most affected areas? Do you think that this press conference was an unwise press conference to keep? Please let me know in the comment section, and in the meantime, make sure you smash the like button and share the live. 5,000 likes is the aim. 1,000 shares. Let's go.
So I will speak of the experience from St. James, and after which Dr. Dawes will speak about the health crisis and Natalie about coordination. When last I checked, we lost 5 lives in South St. James to Hurricane Melissa. And I speak not only as a person reading or hearing about what's happening in South St. James and in Jamaica, but as someone from South St. James who was on the ground from Wednesday. I left the constituency last night this morning at 2 a.m. to be a part of this press conference because as the chief spokesperson for the people of South St. James, I think it is my duty to get out of the...
The audio went. It'll come back.
Largest constituency in St. James, percent of the parish. The other 4 constituencies share the other 48%. We're vast. We meet Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney, and 2 other constituencies, West Central and East Central St. James. To enter the constituency, traditionally, we use 5 different routes.
5.
We have only been able to clear 1 route into South St. James, and that is through Long Hill to Anchovy Mafuta, Barnet Bush to take you up to Garland's.
Come on, man.
Or you go right at Fern, Plum, Cambridge.
That's
go as far as
crazy.
you can until you're stopped by downed power lines, poles, landslides, and rivers. Yes, the 7 Rivers has taken the road we have in the Bickerstead Copperwood plantation area. We still have communities that are marooned and do not have access to food. When I say no access to food, what I mean is that when we advised them to go to a shelter like the shelter at Cambridge High School, we told them that we were advised by the government that food would come after the storm, which was a mistake because some went in from as early as Monday of last week and they have not had food up till now.
People, y'all tell me say, this press conference was unwise, dirty nationwide. This press conference was unwise to be kept because you worry about how you look politically for Andrew Jones and him nasty government. This was unwise. You put the people them and tell them say you're going to a shelter after a storm, them a care food. 71 day in a shelter, them lose them house, obviously. Right? Lose them living where them live. That's why them leaving at the first place. Flooding if not flood. Them roof gone. And you tell me say, oh no, them not come out, come advocate and let the people know. Let me ask you something. When there is a fire, you don't call the fire brigade. So what is the People's National Party doing? This is an emergency. Seven days the people them don't eat. No food is there unless they find something in a natural environment. How long let it go last in those conditions? Where is the government? Andrew Jones, you went on CNN and said you will be able to reach the people immediately. 7 days after is not immediately. But I digress. Velma, good evening. Let Miss Nikita Bvrclips continue.
By the government that food would come after. We still have communities that are marooned and do not have access to food. And when I say no access to food, what I mean is that when we advised them to go to a shelter like the shelter at Cambridge High School, we told them that we were advised by the government that food would come after the storm, which was a mistake because some went in from as early as Monday of last week and they have not had food up till now. We were able to send a little blow boat across the roadway to get to some, and they got food for one night.
All impressful.
Much more. We have seen the helicopters flying in the sky
Velma,
over South St. James. But most times they're going to St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland. They're going to the sexy places where disaster grief is big profit and big public relations opportunities.
She's absolutely right. Going to those places are big profit and big opportunity to expand their brand. Corporate people know what them doing, you know. The crisis is free promotion. Oh, look at such and such and this fast food place that went down there and did this and they did this and this. Oh, they're not about helping the people. And I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna know that they're not about helping the people. You see, when the people need it the most, when it's not, when there's less press that's covering these areas, watch the people that help. Watch the companies that help. Watch the companies that put their money behind it when they start to lose money. When it starts to pressure them pocket. See if them are going to stand with the people them same way. Don't take my... I don't have to call the name, you know. Just open your eye and look. And you know we see what me I talk about. Down the line, 1 month, 2 months. Just watch. Watch and see who is going to still offer their services to help the people in these areas that still don't have a home. Just watch and see. That's how you're going to know who really is about helping the people. Me know say Marvin now left them. Me sure about that. Me know say partner on TV at half of the press. We ain't known some always do the film thing. You understand? Him ever help people. You gotta see. Even some of the artists them. They're here to do the bare minimum because they don't want it to look bad upon them. Just watch what I tell you, you know. Watch what I tell you. You will see. You will see.
We have seen the helicopters flying in the sky above us in South St. James, but most times they're going to St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland. They're going to the sexy places where disaster grief is big profit and big public relations opportunities. In South St. James, we're farmers, we're humble people. We don't have to beg. But I'm appealing on our behalf because we need urgently food for our people who are marooned in places like Catadupa, in Jungle, in Awful Gully. We're calling for help for people in Retrieve, where we join Eastern Westmoreland because they were only able to get their dead out of the community just 2 days ago. We're asking to have the health authorities come in because the cows are still floating, the goats are still floating in the waters that have taken and submerged communities like Spring Bottom in the Roehampton area. 2-story high houses are still underwater.
Wow.
We have a coaster bus, you know the height of that is still submerged along the roadway to Cambridge. Based on my estimation, over 70% of the housing stock, the business, the livestock, the agriculture has been lost in South St. James.
Wow.
And when I go to the community, I don't know what to say to them because they ask me, MP, you see my house, it was right here, it's no longer here, what do I do? I tell them that I have not yet gotten word from the government, right? To tell us how we're gonna help them to rebuild and to get their lives back together, right? So, we're not asking because we are greedy. We're asking because the collaboration and the coordination on the ground is not reaching our people in South St. James. When I'm able to bring 2 bags of food like I did last night to the school at Malden High, they were not able to make breakfast this morning because it could only last 1 day. I'm asking you to help us to airlift some food into the communities, to get the sick people out of the homes and to the hospital. We have some pregnant mothers we were able to get to the hospital at Cornwall Regional just yesterday. Her baby was not moving anymore in her belly, right? We have an urgent need in South St. James, and I know everybody is trying. All I'm asking is don't forget South St. James in all of this, because we are proud farmers and we want to get back with our lives, but we need the donations to come to us too. We don't want to stay left behind because we're the rural. You're going to hear...
Listen me, man. You see, and I'm going to highlight this person, and I'm glad I'm recording this. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me share my screen. And I want to show you something. At this point, this person that you're seeing on your screen, you can't see that is watching the live, but when we put out the video, you're going to see. Kizzy in Style 4455 on YouTube. Look at what Kizzy in Style 4455 wrote in the comment section when Nikisha Burchell had a breakdown at that point, almost crying, and Mark Golding, as you can clearly see, had to call and hug her and console her because it was so overwhelming, right? Because she's on the ground. You can imagine, look at this comment. MP work gonna want, MP work gonna get, work now, not cry. How cold and brutal. Desire Jordan said, Kizzy, be quiet. Somebody say, Vibes with Kerry say, Kizzy, you have sense? And there were other reactions, but I screenshotted it to highlight hers at the top. I don't even know if you guys can see it. That's on here. Hold on. You know, so they probably can't see it. Hold on there. Yeah, when you can't see it now. You want to block off because there's something. Sorry about that. A good thing some remember. See it there, people? MP work gonna want, MP work gonna get. Kizzy in Style 455 on YouTube. Here's a germs. You're the bottom of the barrel of a human being. No apology. How insensitive. How cruel. Huh? The lady's baby wasn't moving in her belly. People in maroon and lock off and nourish hospital. And imagine, help is passing St. James, going to St. Elizabeth. Passing, and them need help. And it's the 6th day. And you have people in the comment section making these comments. And you have Nationwide talking about if you're sure it was wise. Me now come off fight, you know. Me now stop beat Nationwide for this. This is the last straw. That means, yo, brother, I'm continue here, man, because I'll go off on a tangent and I don't want to do that. I'll make you finish. Unbelievable.
Hear now from
Unbelievable.
Dr. Dawes about the health conditions because the mosquitoes are killing us already in South St. James, and then MP Natalie Nita.
All right. I didn't even remember that's where she ended. And she had to end because she was going to break down. She was going to break down. That's real. That's people that have real emotions and are emotionally intelligent. She's living. She lived there. You know that she couldn't find some of her family? I don't know if she find them. You know that she couldn't find some of her family? Nikisha Burchell, Dr. Dayton Campbell. I think he was supposed to be a part of this press conference. He couldn't. Him tied up in an Eastern port. Like, oh God. Him tied up. Him whole theme house get damaged. The people them, him and the council, him have to dead for people them. I want to make me know what to think about that in the comment section here, man. Get this video to 5,000 likes and 1,000 shares. Follow me on all platforms. My God. Dr. Dawes now and Nikisha Burchell.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Alfred Dawes, Member of Parliament for South East St. Catherine and Shadow Minister of Health and Wellness. When Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, it was a catastrophic natural disaster. If we continue on this path where the government maintains hegemony over the distribution of aid and access to the most vulnerable communities by volunteers, if they try to do it alone, we will have an even more catastrophic man-made disaster. We are seeing a humanitarian crisis unfold before our very eyes. Ground Zero was in eastern Westmoreland, a parish that I'm very familiar with, and the devastation that is seen there, and in St. Elizabeth, and in other parts of Westmoreland, St. James, Hanover, and St. Elizabeth overall. It is mind-boggling. No pictures or videos can do justice for what you see when you're driving miles and miles. The smells of rotting carcasses, the flooded roads. Healthcare has been teetering on the border of collapse because of the situation at Cornwall Regional Hospital and the overcrowding in the feeder hospitals. What we are seeing now is an exacerbation of that situation, where Lucy Hospital, Noel Holmes Hospital, is pretty much non-functional. Up till over the weekend, there was no way of contacting hospitals or referrals. They would just get critical patients as fast as possible loaded into an ambulance and send them off with a hope and a prayer and what limited staff they can afford to send on that journey. The Black River Hospital has been devastated, and Southern Hospital, they have major infrastructural challenges, but even more so, the staff. They are also homeless. They are also living out of cars. Many of them are hungry, and many persons cannot provide health care because they do not have the resources. We appreciate that the government has now opened the NHS stores and has started to send out supplies. But we must not be fooled into thinking that a field hospital being set up means that it is an appropriate response to a catastrophe of this nature. A hospital is secondary care. There is no primary care in any of the affected parishes at the moment. This means that the clinics are closed. It means that diabetics, hypertensives, persons with heart disease, kidney disease, those who have a diabetic foot ulcer, they're not being treated. And it means that they're going to have exacerbations and complications of their diseases. And already we are seeing where those who have access to the hospitals have been flooding the hospitals. We will see in the ensuing weeks an increase in mosquito-borne diseases. Within 6 weeks, we can expect outbreaks of dengue and whatever else is lying around,
insensitive bad brother.
The public health inspectors, they need to be empowered immediately so that they can start their food safety checks. They can inspect for water sources that they are potable, they have not been contaminated. Basic materials such as food, temperature, thermometers must be provided. We must increase vector control activities immediately. And this is not just fogging, but source control. Otherwise, we're going to see a massive outbreak of dengue. The gastroenteritis from the consumption of spoiled foods, already we hear reports of persons eating rotted or rotting carcasses. And the unavailability of potable water will lead to...
Yo, what? Did he just say people are eating rotten carcasses? Merle, what's up, Merle? Veronica, how you doing? No, I have to play. What? Did he just say that? Let me slow that down. Hold up. No, sir. Nah. I hope I didn't just... I hope I'm mistaken. Wait a minute.
The gastroenteritis from the consumption of spoiled foods, already we hear reports of persons eating rotted or rotting carcasses. And the
rotting carcasses, as in what kind of carcass? Animal carcass? Whoa.
Eating rotted foods. Already we hear reports of persons eating rotted or rotting carcasses. And the unavailability of potable water will lead to diarrhea, dehydration, and in the most vulnerable,
the elderly, the children, and the pregnant mothers, it may mean death. We do not know what the true death toll is from the hurricane, but what we can expect is that if these public health issues are not addressed immediately, we're going to see far more deaths occurring in the aftermath of the storm, in this man-made disaster, than what occurred during the passage of Melissa, the natural disaster we're here to speak about. We must head this off. We must resource the hospitals. We must send relief staff to the hospitals. We must find a way to get health care in the communities that have been cut off up to recently and are still cut off. And the way we may fill that gap is by inviting and coordinating the hordes of volunteers who want to go in and give some health care. Medical missions have played a very important part in the provision of health care in far-flung communities. And it is this provision of primary care, the screening, the early intervention with the medications, the dressing of wounds, that have kept many persons from seeking health care at overcrowded hospitals. If we have dilapidated structures, if we have damaged structures that are understaffed, it is reasonable to ask that volunteers be coordinated to go and man these health centers in the rural communities through the different medical missions. So these things must be coordinated immediately. Organizations that want to donate food, and especially water, they must be accommodated. I've had complaints and I have tested the system myself, and I don't want to be overly critical. That is not the tone I want to project here today. But those who want to give are being frustrated by the process. And what is happening is that they are trying to make the journey themselves. The roads are blocked up. On our mission on Saturday, one of the buses broke down and the relief bus took about 4 or 5 hours to make what would normally be a 2-hour trip to relieve the staff that were left on that bus. The roads have been congested and it is frustrating persons who want to donate, but we must set up a proper distribution network so that those who are impacted the most, irrespective of their antecedents, they get the resources that they need. It means not simply focusing on one particular area, but accepting that this hurricane tore through the entire Western Jamaica, and we must not ignore the plight of those who are in one parish. If the information that came to us through the media came late and our attention were on a particular area that was brought to the forefront of our consciousness. So in conclusion, my appeal is that we find a way to facilitate the donors of foodstuff, sundries, health supplies, and importantly, find a way to channel those who want to give service in the medical field so that we can organize relief missions to go to the communities that Nikisha spoke about, that Zulika spoke about, and others are bringing to the forefront of the nation's consciousness. We have to get medical missions into those communities, and they're coming with their resources, but there needs to be a greater collaboration between those entities and the government and the state agencies, as well as the opposition, because we have made ourselves available to work alongside the government. So again, we do not want to convert a natural disaster into a man-made disaster because of partisanship, but we should focus more on partnership. Thank you.
I don't see how this is a tone of a negative one. The PMP is calling clearly for partnership, and as a doctor, a medical doctor, an official doctor, he knows exactly what he's talking about in terms of the potential of disease breakout that could occur. People need to be evacuated. It's all hands on deck, so why not unite? But one of the most important parts is what Miss Nikisha Bvrclips has to say, because she's gonna deal with how they can move forward. What is done is done. Let's see how they can move forward. Let's see what they're saying.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After disaster like Hurricane Melissa, the most powerful tool we have is unity. When we are united in purpose, government and opposition, national and local leaders, NGOs, community groups, and private citizens, recovery happens faster. Resources are used better, and help reaches everyone who needs it.
Yes.
Disasters do not discriminate by constituency, status, or color.
Right.
And so our response must also rise above any division. This is a time for collective responsibility.
Sure.
We all have a role to play. Government agencies, first responders, the private sector, faith-based organizations, non-governmental organizations, and our community leaders all have a part in building back stronger. When we bring our strengths together, we save lives, reduce harm, and make every recovery effort stronger and fairer. But unity must be matched with preparedness. We have to learn from what went wrong. Our shelters must be ready and suitable to receive people before the storm, with basic supplies, pre-positioned, and shelter managers available, trained, and ready to serve. In some instances across Jamaica, the list of shelter managers included persons who were deceased, had migrated, or were simply unwilling to serve. These are gaps we must correct. We must draw on the best practices of experts so that our communities become more resilient to future hazards. That means ensuring all stakeholders have a seat at the table. It means and includes government at both levels, our councillors, our mayors, our justices of the peace, and all who serve as stakeholders at the local level must have a seat at the table, including our opposition, who has not been included in any of these meaningful disaster preparedness or operational meetings. It is important at this time that all the logistics, all the utility companies, the private sector, the insurers, the small businesses, the donors and international agencies, that there must be a coordinated effort to make our recovery stronger. The media and communication platforms, academic institutions and technical experts, most importantly, our vulnerable groups and survivors themselves must have a seat at the table. When we work together, the benefits are clear. Lives are saved and harm is reduced through coordinated action. Needs are prioritized and duplication avoided so that no community is left behind. Resources are used efficiently by pooling transport, storage, and funding. Expertise is shared, combining technical skills and local knowledge. Vulnerable groups are protected, including children, the elderly, and persons with disabilities. Public safety and essential services are restored faster, helping communities to recover. And most importantly, trust is built because people can see fairness and transparency. If we are to build true resilience, collaboration cannot happen only in crisis. It must be part of how we operate every day. That means maintaining open communication channels, sharing information, coordinating resources, and planning together before the next disaster strikes.
Of course.
The opposition stands ready to work with the government to strengthen our systems and ensure that every Jamaican, wherever they live, can depend on fair and transparent support in times of need. Let us commit to building partnerships and putting people first. When we work together, Jamaica is stronger, and we lead with compassion, coordination, and accountability. Recovery is not just possible, it is inevitable. Thank you.
Oh, come on. What more do you want from the opposition? They are calling for the unity of the government, not just in crisis, you heard what you said, but even before the crisis, so they can prepare together for crises like this. This is a call to action, not just for now, but for the future. But the JLP is steadfast in keeping Jamaica separated and divided. And this is why they didn't want the PMP to ask the questions that they ask in concern, where the Speaker of the House locked them off. Can you imagine? None of the planning, the PMP was included in it. None of the discussions, none of the committees, the PMP was included in it. So we want it on record, you know, and we want everybody to see that the JLP doesn't want unity. They don't. They are the ones that don't want unity. Okay? Let us be very, very clear about that. Mark Golding has been humble. His team has been humble. This was a cry. This was not a press conference to criticize the government. They were crying for their people that are the people of Jamaica that are suffering.
So we'll now open the floor for questions. If you have questions, please state the name of your media house. If you're online, you can indicate by using the raised hand icon. If you're in the room, please indicate, we'll get the microphone to you and we'll take your question.
This question is for Mr. Buchanan and Ms. Jess. All right, so I heard you speak about the relief supplies not being enough. Do you think that there is an act of sabotage at play there, any at all, in both constituencies or anywhere else, as a matter of fact? So I'll answer. Oh, sorry, I'm Jason Cross from the Jamaica Observer. Thank you, Jason. I'll speak from Portland Eastern. I don't buy into conspiracy theories. If and I have no facts that there's an act or acts of sabotage. I would say if that were the case, that would be very idiotic. But we're living a real experience, and at this time, even before the hurricane, there were persons that were suffering from food insecurity. That is the Jamaican reality. I'm just simply here to say, listen, tomorrow we are go hungry. Let me put it that way. And next week we are go hungrier. And a hungry man is an angry man. So if somebody is sabotaging, woe be unto you. Thank you.
In the case of
well said, Isaac.
Elizabeth,
well said.
It is perhaps a situation where the government has their hands entirely full. I think it's quite an overwhelming situation having to deal with an unprecedented act of nature. We've never had a Category 5 hurricane, and so I would hope that no one in their right mind and operating with good heart could deliberately wish to punish residents by withholding food and other basic necessities. So I hope it is an oversight and not that which you have suggested.
You know, I need to learn how to answer questions like these lawyers. Oh, that was perfect. Isaac, you know, you're a liar, so conspiracy, yeah, you know, go liars deal with facts. But the way how they answer that, you know, I hope that they were not that idiotic. And the way Isaac said, a hungry man is an angry man. That would be real stupid, isn't it? Unless, see, I'm the one that goes beyond those things and think, you know, unless the intention is, but we're going to leave it right there. Let's continue.
Good afternoon, Camille Williams with Television Jamaica and Radio Jamaica 94 FM. I have two questions, and this goes out to, because this is about MPs, anyone I think can take this. So the first question is, how much money would MPs need to adequately respond to the need?
That's a good question. Well answered.
And this is each. How much would each MP?
I understand what you mean. I hesitate to attempt to answer that with a specific number. The scale of the damage is unprecedented.
Come on now, talk to him.
It's not yet quantified.
Talk to him.
And it differs from constituency to constituency.
Exactly.
So it doesn't permit of one answer per constituency. There is, however, a threshold that I think MPs could handle adequately and which could make a huge difference because of their connections on the ground. I think it's important for Jamaica to understand that members of parliament on both sides, councillors on both sides, have networks into communities in every nook and cranny of the country. They're very large national organizations that are not centralized in the capital like government is. They're diffused and they're across the island. And the information can flow once there's connectivity. The information as to where the needs are flows very quickly and easily, right through up to me, if necessary, as leader, or the Prime Minister, I'm sure. So empowering members of parliament, as long as there are accountability measures in place to ensure that the money or the goods are accounted for adequately and properly, using that structure and the councils is a very effective way of getting to people in need. We will partner with local organizations who we have relationships with on a day-to-day basis, churches and communities and other organizations on the ground to cover the ground where needed. Now, in terms of the amount of money, what has been proposed, we got 1.5 million allocated on the Saturday before the Melissa hit. I had reached out to the Prime Minister that morning about it. We had a meeting at 4 p.m. about it. We discussed it, and he said he was authorizing $1.5 million as a kind of pre-Melissa effort to prepare us to have something. And that was useful, and we did our best to prepare ourselves with that. Tarpaulins, water, foodstuffs. But of course, the scale of this is so much greater than any of us anticipated, really, because we haven't experienced it before. That really needs to be replenished. I've been in dialogue with him. I believe he's going to announce another 1.5. I think Cabinet was supposed to, for relief purposes, and they're looking at a $3 million for issues to do with cleaning up and the like. I've said to him that the bureaucracy, the administrative requirements as to how you spend that $3 million, and please, public, bear in mind, we don't get this in cash. These are allocations that allow us to trust, as it were, the services, the food stuff from suppliers, and then we send invoices to a state agency who pay them directly. We don't handle any cash. Now, $3 million, when you're faced with thousands of people who are homeless, is not an answer to that question. And I'm not sure that for the major, well, I should put this way, for the major response to the housing and shelter needs of the people, and even the food and water needs, the MPs cannot be the sole solution. We don't have the capacity to be with housing needs on that scale. That needs a national reconstruction program with a proper governance structure attached to it and well-resourced. But certainly, if you were to give MPs even $50 million each, that would be something we would be able to make that money count for the people and the people who need it. I'm just throwing that out as a number, but it's many, many multiples of the figures that are being discussed now. And, you know, one has to bear in mind the resource capacity of the country as well. And the government is in the best position to assess what that is. So, you know, we're getting, hopefully, the CRIF payments which have been committed, and we're expecting that the CAT bonds will also make a payment. The government hasn't yet confirmed that, though the media has been suggesting that it's a done deal. I hope it is, but we're waiting on the confirmation. And there are other funds that were in the budget and so on for national disasters. But bear in mind at the same time that there's been a calamitous hit to the economy. So going forward, we're going to see a contraction of the economy. We're going to see a contraction of government revenues. We're going to see a contraction of foreign exchange flows, potentially. On a net basis, with those flows coming in from insurance and so on, it's difficult to know where we stand. But I'm just saying the government has to assess that situation. But this is an unprecedented disaster. And I would be modification of the measurement of GDP. We were supposed to get to the target of 60% of GDP this year, even though the law said we don't need to get there until March 2028. So we're going to get there 2 years early. So there is some fiscal space in the...
All right, so this is just one case. However, I would figure perhaps this might be a situation elsewhere. My question is, have you been seeing the issue of political partisanship affecting the distribution of relief? And I say this based on the conversation I had with a resident who said that a care package truck came to the community twice.
Is going on. And that's what...
Yo, the devil is a liar. I'm so sorry. I hope that radio station, Radio Jamaica, I hope that they put out that audio of that young lady asking that question, because it appears that she was told by a resident that there was some partisanship behavior with care packages, meaning because the people in my PMP or they are not JLP, and them most of them are not JLP, they didn't get any help in the care packages. No, I'm saying this publicly, and I'm praying, if that happened, I pray that any councillor, any leader of the Jamaica Labour Party that has knowledge of that, and they actually sanction that and support that, I wish that God visits them very swiftly with judgment. I pray that God visits them very swiftly with judgment, because you are a special type of evil. Very, very special. You think I could have money and be a part of anything and go into community and say, yo, a labor right community this, me not give them nothing? You mad? Couldn't do that. In a disaster time, yeah? Nah, man. Couldn't do that, brother. My heart not designed that the way, bro. I probably gonna rub it in your face say, yo, no vote the wrong way September 3rd still, you know. But see some water and see some food and see some something here. Yeah. But I give you food to drink, I give you food to eat, and I give you food, I give you water to drink. And if I can put shelter over your head, I'm gonna do it too. If I can put clothes for your back, I'm gonna do it. So anybody would do that, bring aid and food and omitted to give persons because they were PMP. Yeah man, I wish God, I pray that God visits you with judgment. Whatever God decided judgment to be, I pray that it happens to you. You are a special type of evil. No joke about it.
Why it's so important that the structure, the command structure to manage the distribution of relief is not an ad hoc thing where, you know, a minister get a phone call and respond here and then somebody else tugging shirt and him respond there. It needs a structure. It needs clear lines of communication. Right now, I got a report yesterday that 8 people were dead in a community in St. Elizabeth. And they were planning to do a mass burial because they're cut off. I can give you the name of the community. It's in my phone. I have reported it, which is not practical because you can't handle every single report. There's no proper command structure in place. They put in the same old system that has applied.
No, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm not gonna go any further into the question, but that one stood out to me. 8 persons, ladies and gentlemen. 8 persons that are dead in a community. And they are looking now to bury the people themselves. Donna, how you doing, Donna? Yeah, they're looking to bury the people themselves. That's where we're at. 8 persons. Wow. Wow. And I think they'll have to start doing that in some of these communities, you know, because if bodies stay in waters and water supply get contaminated and the people, yo, listen, it's just like what Mr. Dr. Dawes is warning about. And the extent of damage is so much. What the PMP is saying, bro, listen, you cannot do it on your own. You actually need our help. We are here to help. Allow us to help. Allow us to help. And they are begging the Jamaica Labour Party government to allow them to help. But history will show what they will do. And we're going to be here to witness it. And oh my, I hope they make the right decision for the benefit of the people, lives being saved. Let me know what you guys think. Get this video to 5,000 likes and 1,000 shares. All right? See you on the next one. People, that's my time. God bless you all. You've been amazing on this live stream. You know, people actually came in, and you know, from the other day it's been kind of grim. We actually hit 200 people watching on YouTube on Bolo Bvrclips. We went over 240 at one point. That was amazing. On TikTok, some semblance of normalcy. Back to the page, you saw 80 people, 80 plus people. I saw my darling Nicole. I don't know if she's still here. I got to see that she is actually good and no rain went her way, thank God, with this hurricane. And thanks to my gifters on TikTok, thanks to the people that hit the like button. And I don't know if anybody donated to the Cash App or the PayPal or the Zelle. I don't know if anybody donated to the Cash App. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if anybody donated to the Cash App, the PayPal or the Zelle. Let me just peruse through very quickly. Okay. I don't see anything. Nope. Shout out to Lady Kiki. Oh, Velma sent me something. Hold on. Let me just look at this before I go. Velma sent me something, yeah. Shout out to Velma. Big up Velma, big up Velma. Velma said, what a shame. Oh Lord, what is now? Oh, Jamaica, it's all politics, no equal play field for the other people. This is why you cannot trust this government. Damn. See what I'm going to say. Oh, I played this already. This clip from ITV News, November 3rd, it's going viral. Yeah, it's going viral. That clip is going viral. Very much so. But yeah, man, you know, nationwide, that dude, those people over there, sick stomach. Them sick stomach. But love, you know, be prayerful, pray without ceasing, be thankful, even in all the turmoil, and keep beckoning on the Lord to show us mercy. And repent. That's very important. Fasting for 3 days and prayer and repentance and mourning for all the lives lost is what is required. Make sure you guys go to A Word and a Verse on TikTok and watch those videos. A Word and a Verse on TikTok. Pastor Shuttleworth. Alright? Go and watch it. Follow Andre new page, PDTV Global News, Jamaica. And I think Andre is supposed to be on now. Yeah, I think he's back. So bless you guys. Have a great night. See you over by Panaja TV. Zin? Peace.